G'day, Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on pickleballunion.com, pickleball proving a huge help for people with Parkinson's. The Centre for Movement Challenges in Sandy Springs, Georgia, has truly become a source of solace for those grappling with Parkinson's. There are moments of normalcy out here, which is nice. It's a big relief. Sometimes it is a hard burden carrying this disease, but you just keep fighting. Dedicated pickler Rick Tuley told Sawyer Bucky at Atlanta News First. This group is extremely athletic, and most of the time you would never know we had Parkinson's, observed Ellen Bookman, a member of the No Limits Pickleball Challenge. I soon realised that there were a lot of people journeying through something similar to what I was, added pickleball player Kim Faison. The camaraderie fostered through pickleball, it turns out, has a healing touch. Parkinson's is a relentless ailment permeating various facets of one's life, facets seemingly absent once on the pickleball court. Here, individuals discover companionship and a means to reclaim some semblance of control. The effort expended out there on the court constitutes yet another instance where Parkinson's vice-like grip is momentarily loosened. A lot of it has to do with the community, bringing people together, that sense of normalcy that they don't get in their normal life. Having people who can relate to what they are going through, articulated Troy Lyons-Lee from the Centre for Movement Challenges. Most members of the centre have formed a close-knit pickleball crew, finding respite in a game that momentarily eclipses their diagnosis. We pictured ourselves going out there and falling all over the court, but it has been great. It has been a good confidence builder for me, and I think for all of us. The group pursued a grant through the ALTA Foundation, the charitable arm of ALTA, the Atlanta Lawn Tennis Association, the preeminent volunteer tennis organization in the United States. The foundation's mission is to bolster underserved communities. It's just amazing. There are amazing people and amazing athletes, and to be able to help them get out of their houses and participate in healthy activities just warms our hearts, expressed Rita Malouf with the ALTA Foundation. This financial support enabled them to orchestrate 2 clinics, extending an invitation to Georgians eager to engage with the centre and its pickleball team for the first time. You are so focused on what you are doing, it is hard to focus on anything around you. You feel mainly joy. It is just fun, shared Kim. As Bucky reports, for this group, it transcends beyond a mere game. It is perspiration that allows them to clutch onto their independence. Ultimately, what we are trying to do is slow the progression of the disease. Science shows that physical activity, specifically vigorous activity, slows the progression of Parkinson's disease, elucidated Troy. Things like boxing and pickleball, they help so much with focus, hand-eye coordination, and balance. Second thing to know, as shared on apple.com, new Apple research highlights the health benefits of pickleball. The Apple Heart and Movement Study reveals tennis and pickleball are a win for over health as pickleball's popularity continues to rise. Researchers from the Apple Heart and Movement Study share new insights into one of the fastest growing sports around the world, pickleball, to see how this emerging sport compared against the long-standing game of tennis and how it impacts overall health. Researchers turn to the data. In one of the largest observational data sets of pickleball activity collected using Apple Watch, researchers found trends in both pickleball and tennis workout data that highlight the potential health benefits of both activities. Participants often played pickleball and tennis for long periods of time, averaging a peak heart rate within 70% of their estimated max heart rate during recorded workouts. Pickleball workouts lasted for slightly longer than tennis workouts, while tennis workouts averaged more time spent in higher intensity heart rate zones and had a higher average peak heart rate. Researchers also saw a steady increase in the popularity of pickleball workouts, with pickleball workouts surpassing tennis workouts for the first time. Utah took the top spot as the state with the most recorded pickleball workouts per capita in the study. The research found that both pickleball and tennis workouts were popular across all adult ages, and both were more popular with men than women. Observing participant behavior, coupled with activity and sensor data from Apple Watch, helps advance researchers' understanding of factors affecting heart health and mobility over time. The Apple Heart and Movement Study offers us remarkable opportunities to follow participants' behaviour changes and the consequences of these changes on health, said Callum McRae, MD, PhD, a cardiologist, professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School, and principal investigator of the Apple Heart and Movement Study at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Following the growth of pickleball, using Apple Watch data allows us to explore more emerging trends and the effects of activity on multiple metrics of health and wellness that were not accessible before. The Apple Heart and Movement Study is one of 3 public research studies Apple researched into the Research app in collaboration with leading institutions. The Research app gives researchers the ability to broaden the scale and scope of their studies, and helping uncover new scientific findings, and furthers Apple's ability to create new features grounded in science in the process. And if you're finding this pickleball news video helpful, please be sure to ding that like button. Third thing to know, as shared on marketingbrew.com, brands can't get enough of pickleball. Major League Pickleball, which formed in 2021, has seen its sponsors quadruple since last year. Pickleball, a sport originally associated with an older crowd, is now a favourite pastime among players of all ages. It's also quickly become a priority for brands, from startups to some of the biggest companies in the world. More than 150 brands tied up with various pickleball properties from April 2022 to April 2023, according to sports and entertainment intelligence platform Sponsor United. Major League Pickleball, MLP, which was founded in 2021, has 17 sponsors, a number that's quadrupled since the end of last year. The PPA Tour, pickleball's global governing body and bracket-based pro tour, has about 60 sponsors, a roughly 5-fold increase compared to last year, according to PPA President Bryce Morgan. Almost all of them are returning for 2024, he said. The association got its start in early 2020, and by the end of that year, its sponsorship contact form kind of started to go crazy, he said. Up until that point, that was our 3rd smallest bucket of revenue, and now it's by far our biggest, Morgan told Marketing Brew. The PPA, which recently agreed to merge with MLP, also generates revenue via registrations and ticket sales. That rapid growth is good for the leagues and the sport, but it presents something of a dilemma for sponsors. They might have to work harder to stand out as brands continue to flood the space. Considering pickleball is America's fastest growing sport, many companies have employees who've recently taken up the game, or at least taken an interest in it. In some cases, it's these employees who've jump-started sponsorship deals. Carvana, the title sponsor of the PPA Tour, used to have a pickleball court at one of its headquarters in Arizona, according to Mackinac Bircham, its brand manager overseeing partnerships. Molson Coors, the parent company of PPA Tour sponsors, including Vizzy and Miller Lite, got its start in pickleball because of an avid player on its sponsorships team, according to Joy Gosh, VP of Above Premium Flavor. OS First, the official sock of the PPA and MLP, got involved after its president attended a tournament, according to Director of Marketing Stephanie Lee. In other cases, marketers simply found the sport appealing from a sponsorship perspective. Jim Gunning, CMO of Best Day Brewing, the official non-alcoholic beer of the PPA, said it had all of the attributes we were looking for. For instance, he said the sport has a fairly even gender split, with players largely coming from upper income backgrounds. For Zanzo, the officially sparkling water of the PPA, the fact that the sport holds appeal across generations was a selling point, according to Senior Director of Marketing Kimberly Lamb. Tamara Baldanza-Decker, CMO of Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett's global lifestyle brand and MLP's title sponsor, also noted the sport's cross-generational appeal. It is communal, it's friendly, it's fun, it's for all ages. It is so inclusive. It's exactly who we are, she said. So we were like, oh my gosh, this is a sport for us. We can't get enough. As brands glom onto pickleball, some are finding that they have to go above and beyond to make an impact in a sea of sponsors. In fact, the PPA has had to turn some brands away, Morgan said, largely because of pre-existing deals with competitors. While there's no specific number cap in place, he said there's probably something of a natural cap. We don't want the sport to be overpopulated with sponsors, he said. The number of sponsors, though, is already significant, something several marketers said was on their minds. To help it stand out, Anheuser-Busch InBev made its first swing at pickleball a big one. Last year, the brewer announced that it had purchased its own MLP team, the Atlanta Bouncers, about a month after Molson Coors Vizzy announced its deal to become the exclusive hard seltzer of the PPA Tour. Our ownership gives us unique access, creativity, and control, including everything from who our team drafts to who we bring on as sponsors. Matt Davis, VP of Partnerships at Anheuser-Busch, told us. The company is also leveraging some star power, bringing on Atlanta Hawks star Trae Young as the team's sole celebrity athlete investor, Davis added. Gosh noted that Vizzy's vibrant orange branding complements the PPA's logo, something which could help catch the eyes of spectators at events, on broadcasts, and via retail displays. Gooder, the official sunglasses sponsors of the PPA Tour, is also relying on a pop of colour, according to CMO Kelly Puckett. If we are tabling at an event and have a fully grown man in a pink Carl the Flamingo mascot costume giving away free pairs of sunglasses, tends to stand out, she said. Many pickleball sponsors also recognise the importance of engaging with the sports community beyond having their logos on the court. Logos are important, but that's not who we are. I've got a team of people that go to every one of these tournaments. We don't just want to see a logo, Baldanza Decker said, later adding that what's most important is that we bring the fun and the energy and that we continue to help grow the sport. Paddles up.